Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here as we took our Week 10 matchup against the Cowboys at home and we took the game, so we're one game away from 500. I mean, we won as many games as we did last year, if not mistaken, and it's starting to get out of hand. Play the Lions next week, who beat us 40-20 in Week 2 with Austin Davis at the helm. We'll have to see if Matthew Stanford is back with them, as well as see what we have. We're still without Alshon Jeffrey for 3 weeks. The Lions are 7-2. I believe they're still ahead in our division. We'll look at that in a little bit. Injury report for both teams. We're without Alshon Jeffrey, so we did get our safety, Antoine Bryan, our rookie safety, back. The Lions, however, let's look at their injury report. They're without Darius Slay and Quintazi Pruitt. So they're without 2 corners, one being their number 2, and I'm pretty sure Pruitt was their slot when we played them the first game. Let's look at the depth chart. Let's fix ours first. Ours has to do with our strong safety position. Antoine Bryan's there. We're going to put Roberts here. And we're going to leave Vereen there. Okay, we are good there. Let's look at the Lions roster as we look at our Week 11 matchup. Matthew Stanford's going to be here. He will be playing for them in his 8th year out of Georgia. Austin Davis will be backing him up with Ryan Lindley behind him at halfback. Joik Bell and Theo Riddick, Amir Abdullah. The fullback is going to be Javorsky Lane. And he's a decent fullback, and he did a pretty good job for us last time. At receiver, the ever dangerous Megatron there with Golden Tate and Ruben Randall coming over from the Giants. They got Jonathan Baldwin, TJ Jones, and Duncan Thomas, the rookie out of Hawaii. At tight end, Eric Ebron and Brandon Pettigrew, which Ebron and Pettigrew actually destroyed us last game together. On the line, Stingley at left tackle, Tomlinson at the left guard, second year player out of Duke. Swanson, third-year player out of Arkansas at center. Warfield, another young player, and Tom Compton. So, I mean, they have no one that's been in the league more than 5 years at this point. On defense, they brought in the ever-dangerous Justin Tuck in his 12th year out of Notre Dame. Behind him, learning the defense on the left end will be Crendell Hickman, rookie out of Arizona. On the right side, Ezekiel Ons, I believe he had 2 or 3 sacks against us the first meeting, with Devin Taylor behind him. At defensive tackle, former Bear Henry Melton, with Tyron Walker and Clinton McDonald and Kyron Reed. At the linebacker position, the ever-dangerous Tahir Whitehead. This guy was all over the field last game, and he is a good cover left linebacker that's going to give us some issues in our tight end spreads. Middle linebacker Stephen Tulloch with Cave O'Connor behind him. On the right side, DeAndre Levy. So the Levy and Tulloch have been together for years, so that's what makes this defense click at the linebacker positions. At cornerback, with the 2 injuries to Darius Slay and Pruitt, we'll see Patrick Robinson taking that the first receiver, the first cornerback position, with Nevin Lawson, Alex Carter, and Demetric Roberts. So we'll be seeing a lot of... they're not really slow guys, but they are not the greatest at... actually, they got some good coverage ability. It's probably more likely pursuit, play recognition, don't have the greatest tackling, jumping. I mean, speed-wise, they're going to be able to hold up with all of our receivers besides at least Kevin White and our top 3 and Tavon Austin. The free safety position, Grover Klin with John Boyett Strong safety James Obadego in his 11th year from out of Massachusetts. Mark Barron behind him. Mark Barron had a remarkable interception on us last time, with Eric Carter going to be the third corner there. Punt return, we are going to see Golden Tate and Theo Riddick. And that will be it for our preview against the Lions. We will look at the stats from last week. So as of right now, the Lions are 7-2, Packers are 6-3, the Vikings are 6-3. We're 2.5 games back right now out of that. We still have the Lions, Falcons, Titans. Let's look at our team schedule. A couple of these I had to do over. I had a crash on this one. And this one with the Texans, the sliders kept on jacking up. Like, they were pulling crazy amount of broken tackles. Like, I was having a guy who had like a 50 or 60 break tackle was breaking 7 or 8 tackles in a damn play. It was ridiculous. But it's the Lions, Falcons, Titans, Packers. There's one. We go to the Eagles. We visit the Vikings one more time and finish with the Redskins again. Well, it's the second time we'll play the Redskins 2 years in a row. I mean, as it's looking, we have 3 games here. We lost against the Vikings, so they're a half game up. We did beat the Packers. We edged that one out, and we lost to the Lions. This is actually the 31-29, a 3-point game. They beat us in overtime, if I'm not mistaken. So we can even it out here. If we take the Packers, we hold the tiebreaker over them. And then we can just even it out against the Vikings. That's it. But really, all these games are definitely needed. I mean, it's NFC opponents. We've done a decent job. We've only dropped 1, 2, 3 against NFC opponents. Granted, we only play the Titans, the other AFC guys left. So it is doable. It's just going to be very, very difficult. They are the top defense in the league. So look at the stats. Again, we're going to wait until week 14 until we look at the end of the year stats. Week 10 on offense, Drew Brees 17-25, 264, 5 passing touchdowns to take 2 sacks. Roethlisberger 32-46, 373, 4 pass touchdowns and 2 sacks. On defense, Brooks Reed 11 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. And over on the Browns with Carlos Dansby, 16 tackles and 1 interception. So it's your players of the week. So we will also do some scouting here. I don't think there's going to be any big news. Yeah, so we're the big offense, which we've had to throw a lot, which makes our offense really overinflated when it comes to stat-wise. But we've been down so much that we've had to look at Cutler to try to come back behind games and throw for 300-400 yards per game. So another thing we're going to look at is we looked at corners. We looked at some safeties. We need to complete these guys. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to go much of anywhere. He's a better deal than what he's projected. Let's look at... There's some right tackles. Actually, some left tackles. This guy, actually, vertical offense, kind of iffy about that. Let's look at best player available right now. Go down the line. Defensive tackle. Right guard, let's look at him. I say he's going to drop. If he drops with that stats, I'll surely take him. Percy Wade, TJ Mason. TJ Mason is 6'2", 217. DJ Sam, Tyler Lumpkin, Martin McNeil. Looking who could possibly